Good morning, good morning, good morning. Woke up to the power being off, so I had to improvise. I grabbed my crock pot with my half-cooked food, and I said, you know what, I'll just take it to work, and I'll finish my meal there. How about? I improvise. I share a whole chicken with everybody that's interested in eating some good flavored chicken with homemade collagen in it. The reason I come to you this morning is because I got a message from somebody that says, thank you. Thank you for saving my life. And I said, I don't know who you are. What do you mean I saved your life? And she says, thank you for saving my life. You don't understand the impact that you've had on my life and my sister's life and my nephew's life. And I said, I'm thinking to myself, who are you again? And she said, I'm the aunt of Matthew Franklin. And I said, wow. Matt, my buddy, man. I remember the first time I seen Matt, I was working at Hertz, and you can find the video here on YouTube. It's called Keto Seeds. Plant them and watch them grow. Because when you plant a seed in somebody's mind, and they're susceptible to it, you can water it and fertilize it with good information, and it will grow. You can create a product of the information that you put out. You teach somebody to be lazy keto, they're going to be lazy keto. You teach somebody to be dirty keto, they're going to be dirty keto. What you teach somebody is how they're going to start out. That is going to be the basis of their root system. My manager here at work is a wonderful guy. He's been in public service for quite some time now. He's been doing it a lot now. But he's older, and his ways have changed. And he doesn't deal with things as well anymore, and he forgets sometimes. And he taught the new service writer that came in this broke down, wore out 74-year-old way fashion. Now, to say that it's wrong would be incorrect, because it's not. The man is still very knowledgeable. But there are a lot of things that have fallen apart in his teaching method because he's literally forgot a lot. The foundation of that root system just is not there anymore. The foundation of how he could have taught her 20 years ago is just not there anymore. So when I talk to you about teaching and witnessing to somebody, I come from a standpoint where I have many, many years experience. And this is not even a debatable topic. When you teach somebody something, they're going to start their basis off growing with what you've taught them. You've intrigued them, you've given them just enough information to be dangerous, and now they're going to proceed with either gathering more and more information or holding on to what you say wholeheartedly. Now, if you're a person that practices lazy keto, and you teach them the way to do lazy keto, they're going to, for the most part, focus on being the best at lazy keto first before they expand out of that. So all those people in the meantime that learn from them are going to learn a lazy keto method. Now, is that healthy for them? Sure, it can be healthy for them. And there are different people that have different definitions and ways of explaining what lazy keto is. Lazy keto is being somewhat conscious about the food that you're putting on in your mouth. Not too much. More conscious about the amount of carbs that you're putting in your mouth, and kind of just living your life a non-stressed way. Nothing wrong with that if it works for you. Chances are there's a lot of bad habits that are formed right in the beginning because you're not taught from the most strict standpoint on what is and what isn't, what's going to benefit you the most, what's not going to benefit you, and the shortcuts to dealing with certain situations, because you've pinpointed different types of food that you're eating, and this is how you can figure out what's causing what with you. Lazy keto, you're probably not going to find that right away. Dirty keto is a whole different ball game. You don't care about the products that are in you don't care about the ingredients that's in the products. It's not so much about carbohydrates. You just got to try to keep them low as long as you're in ketosis. And it's just a dirty form of doing things. Eating keto products with canola, soy, different types of sugars and stuff in it. As long as you're in ketosis, you treat it as an if it fits system. That's a disaster. It's a recipe for disaster. So now at this point you have to choose. Do I continue doing what I'm doing? Or do I have to change? Or do I change to a more lazy or strict style so I can be more successful? A lot of people go through lazy and dirty keto their whole entire journey, and they're successful. They're fine. But the healing that they do inside, not so much. They lose a lot of weight. They feel good about themselves. They get a lot of their energy and stuff back. But their metabolism is still screwed up. Their digestive tract is still screwed up. They still got some kind of fatty liver, fatty pancreas, something to this nature. They're still dealing with some kind of other type of condition that may have been healed if they would have approached it from a more strict lazy standpoint, or strict totally. Now, when I met Matt was a new mechanic. He's about 6'5", 380 pounds or something, 360 pounds. I said, oh, that's a big boy. I said, man, I ain't gonna mess with that guy. I'm gonna make him my friend. Probably best, right? So I'm walking across the shop one day. I said, come here, buddy, give me a hug. He says, okay. How about no? Alright. Next time I see him, hey, come here, buddy, give me a hug. And he's like, dude, this is kind of weird. Okay. Give him a little hug, no big deal. My saying is, don't be mad. I tell everybody at work, don't be mad. There's no point in being mad. Being mad's for dogs, right? So, after talking to him for a few weeks, I'd go out and have a few beers with him sometimes. Yes, that's not really strict keto, but I wanted to get to know him better. Matt would become more interesting to me, so I said one day to him, I said, Matt, have you ever tried keto? And he said, what's that? And I said, well, it's this like animal product, real low glycemic vegetables, keep it low carb, just more protein, fat based, and low carb. And he said, can I just eat meat? I said, well, yeah, you can just eat meat if that's what you want to do. And he said, I just really like eating meat, but I didn't think that was very healthy for me. I said, of course. Well, he's seen me shrinking over a few months, and he says, yeah, I want to do this. So he starts doing it. Dude lost like 20 pounds the first month or two. Then he lost 30, and then 40, and then 50 pounds, and by then I had left and taken another job. Well, needless to say, about 10 months later, after everything's said and done, I get a message on my YouTube from a lady that says, I appreciate everything that you have done for my family and myself, and I thank you for changing my life. I didn't know who this lady was, and through talking to her, I realized this was his mother. He had learned something from a more strict, educated form from me. I would stop by every day and teach him something from a strict standpoint, the science behind it, the knowledge behind it, because I have years of doing this. And it made him wake up to it. And it made him really realize what's going on with our food and our body and stuff like that. And he started teaching his mother. And then his mother started watching my videos. And then he's sitting at home one day and he's eating steak or something like that. And his aunt, she's trying to do that Nutrisystem stuff. And he says, Auntie, why are you eating that stuff? That's junk. And she said, no, I'm trying to lose weight. I've lost weight doing it before, but it just comes right back. And he said, you don't have to do that. You could just eat this real food like I'm eating over here. And she said, really? And he said, look at all the weight I've lost already. And she said, you're right. I need to try it. I've been watching you shrink. I need to try it. She jumps on keto. She's almost at her goal weight. And I got a message on my Facebook saying, thank you for saving our lives. Thank you for changing my life. And you didn't even know it. Just by what you did for my nephew affected not only his mother, but me as well. And we talk to everybody about keto. We tell everybody about you. We tell everybody about how healing it is. All because you taught my son right the first time. And my son has now passed it on to several different people. And we're all thriving. Off medication, conditions reversed, and just changed our life completely. And she says, I really think you saved our lives, and you don't even realize it. This is why I do this. I don't do it for money, because I don't make money off of this. I haven't even collected my first YouTube check for my monetization. And the amount of money that I give away all the time is more than I receive anyway, so I'm not even making anything off of it. I do this because I care about people, I care about our society, I care about the lies and stuff that have been given to us, and I want people to know the truth, and that's why I do what I do. If you decide in 2019 to help somebody, make sure you realize where you're coming from when you help them. I'm not saying don't help them if you don't know everything about it. Please help them. Please grab somebody that you can use to help better explain things to them, but don't be quiet. Reach out to them and say, hey, look, I got something I want to tell you about. It's changed my life, and I think it can change yours too. If you don't want to do it, that's fine, but if you're interested, I have ways that I can help you get this information for free. You don't have to pay a dime. Some of the best people around you can get this information from. Real people. People that don't make money off this. People that don't use this as a profession. People that help based on a passion. That have thousands of followers. That I have thousands of followers. You have thousands of followers. We will get you this information. If you just want it. It's free. Do you want it or not? You can come off medications. You can change your life. Please let me help you whenever you're ready. And move from there. That's what it's all about, guys. Share your knowledge. Realize how you want to share your knowledge, how you're going to come across, and exactly how you want to engage this person, because how you teach this person is probably how they're going to start out. Their root system can be very strong, their root system can be very weak, or their root system can kind of be washed out a little bit, but semi-strong. You decide how you want to start that seed in the soil, and you go from there. All right, guys. That's my message today, and I really appreciate every one of you. Thank you for subscribing to this channel. If you have not, please do. Hit the little bell notification in the bottom right corner underneath the video. Whenever I make a video, you'll get notified. If you don't want to be notified every time I make a video, which I make plenty, don't check that bell. You might miss some of the videos, but at least you'll get some notification. Anyway, take care and have a great day.